Hey everyone, it's Brandon from Guide to SFoT.com, the ultimate unofficial guide to Six Flags Over Texas. And today, the park has invited us out to experience Viva La Fiesta. It's a month-long celebration of all things Latin American and Caribbean culture. So let's take a look at all the offerings the park has. They've got new food, new shows, and a ton of new decorations. So let's check it out. So in terms of Viva La Fiesta entertainment, there's several options. There's the Looney Tunes dance party. This is a really interactive, high energy dance party where they want to get the whole family involved. There's also Mariachi Bohemio, Fort Worth's finest mariachi, playing all the classics. Las Estrellas de Tejas is traditional ballet folklorico dancing. Another high energy show, a lot of leg heavy dancing, kind of the opposite of TikTok dancing. ¿Y qué tal, señoras y señores? Also, the weekend we were here, for this weekend only, they have two exclusive acts. Rumba Mina, it's an international dance company performing salsa and samba choreography. Manteca Blue and the Latin Corner. They're playing electrifying Latin jazz fusion rhythms. The whole crowd was loving it. Also, there's a closing show called Wepa. It's a celebration of all the top entertainers here at Viva La Fiesta. Lots of changes obviously coming to the dining here. You had a chance to talk to the executive chef, Douwe Iedema. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you got the position of being the executive chef here?
Okay, so I'm traditionally born and raised in the Netherlands. So I came to Texas August 2012. No, yeah, 2012. I came back here, just relocated really from Europe to Texas. So I had my own catering company when I was in the Netherlands, and I was a freelance chef with a freelance agency. So a lot of companies would hire me, like high-end companies, hire me and come and do events, big catering events, catering for the royal family, for example. I did the Global Champions Tour, Monte Carlo, Lausanne, Switzerland. So I was hired for all these big events, 10-day events. So some tragic kid at a certain point, I lost my wife in 2011, and I decided, you know what, I didn't know what to do. I mean, like, what am I going to do? So I decided, you know what, let's just start over. And I literally left, and I came to the United States, and I started from scratch, completely at the bottom. So for one thing led to another, multiple jobs, started growing, people started getting word of mouth. They were calling me, different locations. I worked in Louisiana as well, at a convention center, done multiple hotels, country clubs. At a certain point, yeah, I became a single father, and I was like, you know, finding jobs that would fit in my lifestyle. And I was a corporate chef for a shrimp company for about 5 years. But then I had to figure out what am I going to do. I need to find something else. And I just didn't want to find any job because it's easy to find any job. I want a job that I like, and I get an opportunity to be myself and to make changes in different locations like we're doing here right now. And has to fit the lifestyle of my son. And then for another applied, I did a total of 5 interviews, I think it was, mostly all with corporate. And before you know it, I got a phone call and, hey, we would like you to give you an offer, which they did, and I accepted, and here I am.
Awesome.
Yes.
So I'm sure, you know, in the food industry, consistency is of the utmost importance. And a theme park is going to provide a lot of challenges in that regard, serving thousands of guests. And, you know, the culinary team, this might be their first job, period, straight out of high school. How do you plan on ensuring that your culinary vision is delivered to everyone?
So that is training myself. So if you see right now what you guys eat and what you've seen, what we've done here, we opened up this concept last weekend. I trained the team 2 days. I love working with people. I love training people. I love working with young people because most of our people that we get, the staff, the team members, are mostly young. You got them from 15 years old, 18, and some up, of course. But it is a challenge. But I think that challenge leans more on me. But if you have people that are willing to learn, it's easier to train them, right? And then they got to be more passionate. Trying to keep the people in one location to make them feel more passionate about their location, right? I think that's key. And so far, it's running really well. Like I said, we opened up this the second weekend, and look what they're pulling out really on their own. You do got to monitor. You got to monitor every location throughout the day. So it's not like we concentrate on one location. So throughout the whole day, I'm walking the park a couple times a day, hitting every location and monitoring the food quality. And yes, there are hiccups. Nobody's perfect, but trying to show them the difference and letting them know what they're doing wrong. Not just telling them what they're doing wrong, but showing them the difference. So if I go and taste a French fry, I like my French fries hot and crispy, right? So if I go to a location and the French fries are not hot and crispy, I'll pull the French fry and tell the fryer, hey, taste this French fry. So what do you think? It's good. You know, it's a little bit, that's okay. So why? And okay, let's do it again. Let's fry it together, put a certain amount out. You start calculating the amount of people you have in your restaurant, and that's how you fry. It takes 3 minutes to fry a basket, right? But it comes down to training, and it comes down to people like me to make sure that they get trained well.
So when you came on board to the park, did you have a chance to, you know, go around to the different dining locations and try some food? And if so, what were your first impressions?
So I did. The first 2 weeks before I started, I was incognito because nobody knew me. So the first 2 weekends, I said to corporate, and I told them here, I said, hey, can I get some pass? I would like to walk the park a couple weekends just to see. I already accepted the job, you know, because I was informed by corporate. You know, I know what they want and what they're looking for. So I took the job, and I don't set myself up to fail. If I wouldn't have been able to do it, I wouldn't have took the position. So I believe there's so much potential in this park, and we're on track. I mean, it's a great park. We are, for me, I want us to be the number one in everything. That's my goal. You know, not just food-wise. I think that's the goal for everybody, every department, to be number one, to be the best. You know, that's the goal, be number one, the best park. And food quality, yeah, it comes along with food because people eat, right? Everybody comes to the park, not just for the rides, but you want to eat. Most people are here all day.
Can you tell us any about the renovations happening over at JB's right now?
Yes. So, like I said, La Cantina was a second. That was a complete concept change. Primo's was the first, but it was really stay still, the Italian pizza kind of thing. We just made it better, right? Yeah, JB. So it looks like we're practically on track right now. Hopefully we'll have it wrapped up by the last weekend of the 18th. And hopefully with training, this is not as simple as La Cantina. Smokers, right? So there's no more store-bought, pre-smoked products. We're going to have a big smoker outside. We're going to have a smaller smoker inside. I mean, they're still big smokers. So we're going to be cooking brisket overnight. We'll be doing pork and chicken drumsticks overnight. The one to tell me, well, I can give them practically the good menu, really, how it's going to look. We're going to have drumsticks as well, smoked. They're going to be flash fried before service. We're going to have a potato, which will be fingerling potatoes. They'll be steamed, smashed before service. Will be fried, tossed in butter with rosemary. We're going to have corn ribs, baked beans, but baked beans are going to be baked beans, so they're going to be like real beans. House-made mac and cheese. There will be cobbler, and then we'll have a meal salad, which will have shredded chicken on as well, and then of course a small size salad. So everything in-house. Outside smoker, once that gets laid off from the night smoking, we're going to be selling chicken legs out of that smoker as well. So fresh chicken legs, you can order and get them right there off the smoker. I mean, I'm looking forward to it because that was like, okay, Latina was a complete flip. JB is going to be barbecue, but it's a complete turnover on how we're doing things. And yeah, I think just the interior alone is going to blow your mind. I mean, everything's going to, you're keeping the nice old style outside of the interior and just renewing it on the inside.
And finally, are there any longer term plans that you can tell us about? And do you think the park will ever have a sit down restaurant again, full service?
We will have another restaurant. So you see TKC's is down, right? Well, I can let you know, that's not going to stay like that. So I think one of the biggest builds and reason for most of all the parks is going to be a new restaurant right there. I can't say too much more about it because that new ride's coming up there as well, which is going to be amazing. So everything will be at the same time, will be done at the same time. So next year spring, yeah, that is going to be amazing. All the restaurants are going to be amazing, all the changes we're making right now, but to have something completely from the ground up, new built with a new concept, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, big time.
He's full of passion, and you can tell he's going to bring a lot of good improvements here to the park. He really seems excited about all the enhancements coming to JB's Smokehouse. Was basically saying they're totally redoing that interior of the restaurant, redoing how the line's set up, going to make sure the line moves a lot quicker, while also maintaining even higher quality food. I know there's been a lot of concern about the prices of food potentially going up because the quality is improving. However, I've been assured that that's not the case. You know, Douwe specifically said that they don't need to raise prices when they raise the quality of the food. All the new menu items we tried at La Cantina were amazing, especially for what's historically been served here at the park. Okay, so up first we're going to try the tortas. So there's two kinds. There's chicken Milanese, and then there's beef. So we're going to try the chicken first. So the bread's very soft, nice healthy portion of chicken in there. It's very good. The first thing I taste is the pinto beans and the chicken. You get a little bit of crisp in there from the shredded, and that sweet pepper sauce really provides some acidity too. Okay, up next is the shredded beef torta. It's pretty similar to the chicken one. I think it's just a difference of protein. So you got a good portion of shredded beef in there, pickled red onions, the pinto beans, the lettuce. See some of the red sauce there. Also very good. The shredded beef is nice and tender. Very well balanced sandwich. I might give a slight edge to my favorite, to the beef one. But both are good. Both are much better than anything I've tasted at the park in recent years. And I'm not just saying that because the park provided these for free. So let's try the elotes. So this is corn, and it's topped with chicharron, which is basically, ground up pork rinds. So we're going to taste a big bite of these. So the corn's obviously roasted. It's got a good amount of char on there, great flavor. And then the pork rinds add a good textural contrast, good crunch on there, a nice meaty flavor. Both are great. This is a mocktail. We might have to try the cocktail version later, but let's test this out. Very interesting. I like that. It's not too sweet. A lot of times with mocktails, it just tastes like sugary syrup, but this has a nice balance. I think the pineapple is providing some acidity there. Okay, so we just got done trying some of the new food from La Cantina over here at Casa de la Banderas. Everything we tried was amazing. Huge improvement from the food we've tried here in the park previously. We did confirm that the food at La Cantina is here to stay. It's a new permanent menu change. I don't think we got footage of it, but the chips and salsa were good. The salsa was nice and roasty. We tried a churro from the churro truck. It was what you would expect. It was a delicious fried piece of dough tossed with cinnamon and sugar. What's not to like about that? We also had a chance to try the new pizza again over at Primo's. Again, significant improvement over the last version of pizza. A thinner, chewy dough, huge slices of pepperoni. Garlic knots were very garlicky and salty. Basically everything you want in a slice of pizza and garlic knots from a theme park. So as you can see, the Spain area is mostly partitioned off. And where Rancho de Pollo once stood, aka Totally Kickin' Chicken, it is a pile of rubble. So we have confirmed that obviously that restaurant's gone, but that something yet to be announced will be replacing it alongside the new for 2026 ride. Still standing is El Diablo. It seems like this ride has actually been sold to another park, so they're doing a little bit more care into the demolition of it and the removal. And for anyone still wondering, yes, El Conquistador, aka the pirate ship, is still here. I don't believe they're going to do anything with this. In terms of 2026 announcements, it sounds like we'll be hearing more details in September at the latest for that. E.g. Sugar Waters over in Texas, there's been construction, fencing added around that, so we're not really sure what's going on there yet. Enhancements around the front gate are continuing. The part that was blocked off during our last visit a few weeks ago has since been reopened. That fountain that said "Welcome to your park" has been removed. Not really sure what's going on there. Also new in the front gate area, it seems like the pink thing might officially be dead. The one stall that still had a sign that said Pink Thing, a Six Flags original, that wasn't even serving a pink thing for the longest time, that's been renamed Star Mall Dippin' Dots. So hopefully management will respect the legacy of the pink thing and bring something back. Here you've got some Viva La Fiesta merch. They have gray shirts. That's what the back looks like. On the front is a small park-specific Viva La Fiesta logo. There's also these. I don't know what these are called. All right, so we've been here like 7 hours. It's like mid-80s. I'm already sun-drunk, so we're gonna get real drunk. Not really, but these are cocktails. The one on the left is the Caribbean Colada. It's got pineapple juice, coconut milk, dark rum, lime, blue curacao, and it's topped with a fresh pineapple wedge. And then this one on your right is the salted watermelon. It's got watermelon, lime, silver tequila, pink sea salt with fresh watermelon, and a lime or lemon garnish. First we'll try the Caribbean Colada. It's smooth. You can taste the rum, you can taste the coconut milk. It's very refreshing. It's got this nice foamy whip on top. I saw him shaking it. And then the other one is the salted watermelon. I have a feeling this is also going to be refreshing. Oh, totally different flavor profile from the Caribbean Colada over here. Very watermelon forward, which I love. You can really taste the tequila in there. It's just delightful. So we also got a chance to try the mocktail version of this pineapple one. The mocktail version has pineapple juice, coconut milk, lime, blueberry, and it's topped with a fresh pineapple wedge, just like this one. All right, so that does it for our visit to Viva La Fiesta here at Six Flags Over Texas. Big thanks to the park for inviting us out to this event. Lots of good entertainment, good food, and lots of good improvements seem to be happening to the park. You know, we met multiple newer people here in entertainment and public relations that came from Universal and Disney, and they seem passionate about improving the park, and we're excited to see those changes. So if you haven't already, definitely come check out Viva La Fiesta. It runs weekends through May 4th. It's fun for the whole family, and come see everything it has to offer.